What's going on, people? Fight Pack Media here again. I know, late, but we're getting out there this time at least before the fight night. So we're here the day, 2 days before, trying to get the prediction videos out so you guys know what to look for. Yep. First fight that I'm most looking forward to, apart from the main event, honestly, is Riakporhe versus Chris Billam-Smith. Both of these guys are making splashes in the cruiserweight scene and rising up the rankings pretty fast. It's said that the winner of this fight will be solidified as the number 2 behind Okolie. I know Okolie is the number 1 and not really much far ahead. The only reason I would put him ahead of them is due to experience fighting at the British level. Now, Riakporhe is a power puncher. You can go watch his last 2 fights. Go the one against Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde was a top quality amateur, won the ABA Nationals, and he demonstrated in that fight why he's so good. I don't know if it was the height differential that affected Richard, but in that fight, he was just slipping on the inside of Richard's long punches and just confusing him, countering, waiting for Richard to throw, stepping back out of range, coming back in, giving Richard a hard time to the point that you could see Richard kind of didn't know what to do boxing-wise. And that is a lack of experience. Richard hasn't had the most extensive amateur boxing career, and he started pretty late for the normal boxer. But what he did make up for with lack of experience and strategy technique maybe was aggression. He just started wailing on Sam Hyde, through the guard, everything, and just cracked his orbital bone like crazy. He was looking you've seen it a couple of times. I'll point in some pictures. I'm pretty sure Lara versus Angulo comes to mind. Denis Lebedev, the guy who's a champion. Well, he just retired. Congratulations on your career, Mr. Lebedev. Yep, he went out with an eye injury like that. Well, he didn't retire, but he had an eye injury like that in a fight. Yeah, he had one of those. One of the ones when your face is growing out your face, or your eyes growing out your face. And Sam's corner threw the towel in wisely. They are searching for the rematch, so hopefully, I don't know, maybe down the line we'll see something if Sam gets up on the horse. But he improved greatly from that fight to the Tommy McCarthy fight. Tommy McCarthy has an extensive amateur record as well. However, Richard played it smart. This fight, he didn't search him. He kind of walked him onto shots, and when he hit him with that right hand, he was jabbing. He was actually winning the round, so he was jabbing straight, hitting him, and he walked him onto a nice right hand, and you can tell he was discombobulated after that. Ref did a great job getting in there pretty early, because I just saw it as downhill. And Riakporhe, he looks like he hits hard. I know a lot of people say that, but you see the effect on the opponent if he hits them clean. Whether it's not even concussive, you just see would hide the broken orbital bone. But his opponent, Chris Billam-Smith, let's talk about him. Let's describe him a little bit. Not too much footage on the guy here, but I've seen his amateur fights, seen some of his pro fights live. He's a very, I'll say, nice, tidy boxer. He likes to kind of keep his right hand up, his left hand a little bit down. Likes to lead with the left hook, which is quite risky, but he likes to do it. And then keep his hand out, fight at range. He's a boxer more than a puncher, but he likes to keep the pressure on his opponents and hit them with accurate shots. He can become overconfident though, that's the issue. Where Riakporhe, when he doesn't feel comfortable, he'll kind of shell up, or he'll be a bit defensive, so you open up and then he'll fire back hard. It's a bit of a crude strategy, but it gets the job done. With Chris Billam-Smith, sometimes he kind of likes to admire his work, so he does get hit. Even though he's got the same knockout ratio, I don't think he has the same power as Richard, which is quite telling, to be honest. Richard has beat the better opponents coming into this, but Chris has the better experience, amateur, even sparring. He's been with his coach longer, Mr. Shane McGuigan, and a lot of people favour Chris Billam to upset Riakporhe. They say upset, I think he's the underdog due to lack of people seen him. But in this fight, I feel though he's gonna be a bit too overconfident with Richard being so raw, and I see him getting clipped. I see him because he likes to stand there when he hits you, still in the pocket, if you know what I mean. And Richard he's a very reactive fighter, where if he gets hit or he feels like he's losing, he will start swinging those bombs. I don't know if that's the best stylistic matchup for him, for Chris Billam-Smith. He can, I believe, if he can sustain an attack on Richard and step in and out of range, because Richard he's got a solid jab, but he's a bit flat-footed. He's not a mover. He doesn't bend his knees, I think, as much. Well, Chris Billam-Smith actually bends his knees quite a bit, but I think he thinks he has more power than he has. So that might be his downfall. He might want to trade with Richard. I don't think he should do that. I think Richard is gonna hit him with some stuff, and Chris is gonna be in a lot of danger. I've got Richard Riakporhe by KO. I know, don't judge me. It seems pretty. Some guys might say this is a hit and miss. This is easy. Come back and laugh at me. If you see this prediction fight before the fight, you better put your opponent. You better put who you think is gonna win in the comments. Man up. Don't want to hear you. I don't want to see you after. You know, you're only allowed to gloat if you commit beforehand. Now, I'm here about to do some more videos. Try to get them out before tomorrow, and you know the usual. I don't have to say. Actually, I will. Please like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell notification.